Hello everybody, welcome to Full Force. This week everybody voted for us to do a blue-black artifact matters list, which is going to be interesting. I think a lot of people want to vote for blue because blue is considered to be the worst color. So they want to see how to make blue work. That's going to be interesting. Like I've said before in the last one that I did on blue, which was the blue-red article, I talked about how blue's depth of commons is kind of its downfall. So we're probably going to be relying a little bit more on black cards and a little bit more on artifacts, which is pretty good because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a lot of artifacts. Here we have a pretty medium pack. We've got Malfunction as removal, which is okay. Black has some good removal though. I mean, we've got Tidy Conclusion at common, which is one of the better ones. We do have things like Subtle Strike, which is sometimes kills things, and Die Young, which is quite nice. Think we take the Malfunction. It's certainly possible that we want Iron League Steed. I don't love the card in a blue-black build just because it's an aggressive card, and the haste probably doesn't matter as much. Blue-black tends to be all about things like Contraband Kingpin and grinding out a lot of like late game value and not so much being aggressive early. So I think that I'm taking the Malfunction. Well, I mean, I did take the Malfunction, but I think that's the better pick. Now we have Self-Assembler, which I'm going to go in on early. This card's really strong if you can get a bunch of them, and it seems pretty good here. Other options would certainly be like Prophetic Prism and Windrake maybe. Windrake, Lawless Broker. Both of them are okay, but not really fantastic. There are some cool cards here. Armorcraft Judge is sweet. If you can get enough +1/+1 counters, this card's pretty insane. Impeccable Timing and Fragmentize are both quite decent. Make Obsolete, I always hear about how good it is. I've had it be 50-50. Sometimes it's insane, sometimes I do nothing, so I'm really not sure exactly where to put it yet. I'd love the chance to play it. It seems to be underrated from what people tell me all the time on stream, so I'm going to guess that it's possible that will wheel. Take the Self-Assembler anyways. Another Make Obsolete. There's also a Insidious Will, which is interesting. I mean, Full Force is all about taking cards that we would normally take, so I think I would normally take Make Obsolete here, but I'm interested to try Insidious Will. This card's really good against opposing removal spells, because you just get to choose new targets for a spell. And so you redirect their Tidy Conclusion away from your creature and onto one of theirs, which is a nice little 2-for-1. And just countering something is pretty nice as well. It's got some flexibility to it, and it has the potential to be a blowout. So I'm going to take the Insidious Will. I think it's decent. Not amazing, but decent. Select for Inspection is one of the better blue commons. I actually like this card a fair bit. You can both rebuy some of your important creatures. I managed a deck where I select for Inspection to own Gonti a bunch of times, which was really nice. I did that on stream once. And I mean, getting rid of their creature for only 1 mana is pretty decent. It's somewhat similar to Vapor Snag, which was always playable. If you remember that from Scars of Mirrodin. I might just be dating myself. To me, that seems like yesterday, but the more I think about it, it was probably a while back. At this point, I need some 3s probably, so I might just take Lawless Broker. I do need some early creatures. I need early interaction, though. And I mean, Select for Inspection does work on that level. I might just take the Select here. We're not getting past a lot of black, so it might actually be a really good idea to cut off a ton of blue in the first pack, let the black go, and then black should be open in the pack afterwards, because our opponents will have sent good signals having taken all the black cards, and we can cut them off pack 2 and just take a ton of black, go back to blue in pack 3. Self-Assembler number 2 seems great. Once you take 1 Self-Assembler, you're kind of priced into grabbing a bunch. I'll take a Windrake over a Lawless Broker. Same kind of reasoning is that I think Windrake might be a little bit better. They're both pretty close. But I also think that I want to take more blue cards and hopefully cut somebody out of black in pack 2. Just really punish them. Aether Tradewinds, Gearseeker Serpent. Gearseeker Serpent's a really cool one to use a lot of artifacts with. I don't have a lot of artifacts yet, which is concerning. There's Fortuitous Find, which works well with artifacts. Aether Tradewinds, but I don't have any come into play abilities yet, besides Self-Assembler, which doesn't really need it. I think I'll just take the Gearseeker and see what happens. All right, Peafowl and Shrewd Negotiation. Oh man, Shrewd Negotiation's a great card for an artifact heavy deck. I might need the Peafowl though, just because I have very few artifacts right now. I could hedge and hope that I get more later. Peafowl's a really good creature. It's a nice big flyer that's very hard to beat through. Things like Sky Swirl Harrier can't get through it. Foundry Screecher, even with Pump, doesn't get through it. Like Aether Storm Rock, until it gets enough energy, doesn't get through it. Not a lot of flyers that beat through that card. I'm going to be risky and take Shrewd Negotiation and hope that we can pick up a lot of late artifacts after this. I'm going to take Consulate Skygate even over Lawless Broker here, just because I need the artifacts so badly. And another Windrake, and Make Obsolete did wheel. Both of the black cards wheeled, so I think that black might just have not been opened a whole lot. I haven't seen a lot of black cards, but they're all wheeling. Take another Windrake, though. Live Fast and a Consulate Skygate. Take another Skygate here. We can block up the ground and get some flyers in. Hopefully we can pick up some Foundry Screechers, because those will care about having artifacts, and we can do some work with that. Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot versus Tezzeret's Ambition. Neither one of them is particularly good. The Puzzle Knot might be okay because of the negotiation. I'll take it here. I really don't think I'm going to be playing the Tezzeret's Ambition. Glassblowers I might play, though. Gets energy for Thriving Turtle now that we grabbed it. And it's, I mean, an artifact in our color. We can possibly negotiate it. Combo. Essence Extraction. Aether Meltdown. Tidy Conclusion. Some very good cards here. I think I take the Essence Extraction over the Tidy Conclusion. It doesn't kill as much, but it's cheaper, and we've got a lot of 5s already, so I need some earlier interaction. I'd love Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot, because it would trade really well with Shrewd Negotiation. But Essence Extraction seems good. White is another good color here. Revoke Privilege is pretty sick. Okay, so we've got some artifacts and an Artifact Matters card. Also have a Die Young if I really feel like I need extra removal right now. Currently I have Malfunction, Essence Extraction, and Select for Inspection, as well as this possibility of a Shrewd Negotiation. So I think I'm okay just leaving the Die Young out of this. The Dund Operative is interesting, so is the Peafowl. I think that we just have to take the Peafowl because I need the artifacts so badly. Key to the City, ooh, wow. Aviator, Tidy, Key to the City, Malfunction. This is a great pack for us. Quicksmith Genius would also be a cool card on the splash, but we'd need to have Prophetic Prisms to do that first. Key to the City is also just way better than anything else in this pack. This card's almost always been insane for me. It's a loot, and it makes a creature unblockable. There's not a whole lot that you can ask beyond that. Sure, it costs 2 mana a turn to do it, but 2 mana, make a creature unblockable, discard a card, draw a card is so good. Another Malfunction. Don't think I want that. There's an Eager Construct, which is early interaction and an artifact, which does seem useful. We have that Shrewd Negotiation. I don't have a lot that matters with the artifacts yet, just the negotiation. And I'm starting to have enough artifacts that I think I can take the Lawless Broker here. Eager Construct's just not that good of a card, especially when I have 2 good blockers early. I forgot I had Gear Seeker Serpent. Okay, I do still need some artifacts. But I still think the Lawless Broker is okay. I want better artifacts than Eager Construct. Rush of Vitality is a good trick. Peafowl's a decent creature. I don't know that I want a second Insidious Will. So I think that the card could be pretty good, but 2 is unlikely where I want to be with it. Another Gear Seeker. Do I want Gear Seeker number 2? With enough artifacts, it seems really strong. Maybe I just take it here. Honestly, we're kind of getting close to mono blue artifacts. Let's take Aether Theorist. I definitely want to play the Essence Extraction at least, and I'd love a Contraband Kingpin. So I'm still heading in the direction of black, no question. Narnum Cobra, Failed Inspection, Nimble Innovator. Nothing great here. I could take the Cobra on the off chance that I can splash the green off of, say, like a Prophetic Prism. I don't think I want Inventor's Fair. Hmm. And it's interesting. If I have 3 or more artifacts, getting anything out of my deck could be really good. I'll take the fair. We'll see what we can do with that. I'm not missing out on anything anyways. Alright, Weld-Fast Monitor I like. I think it's still better than Eager Construct. I just don't need the 2 drops right now. I'd rather have something that beats down. And this, if I can get Prophetic Prism, and it's somewhat likely that I can, it's a nice card. Eager Constructs will be a dime a dozen. I can find them later. I don't hate the card, but it's also not great. Okay, so next pack I really need some Contraband Kingpins. That's what I'm hoping for. Wouldn't mind some Foundry Screechers as well. Foundry Screecher would be really nice. Aether Meltdown came back. That's not the worst card. Definitely like that. Nice solid removal spell. It's not a hard removal, but it's still decent enough. Can certainly see play in it. Do I want Blade Master or Rebuff? Neither of them are great. Could just take Fire Forger's Puzzle Knot. It is another artifact, and I do have Shrewd Negotiation, double Gear Seeker. So I might just want this. You know, I'll take the Puzzle Knot and see. It's much better than Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot. Wow, Aviator came back. That's a really good sign. Blue is just insanely open. Malfunction this late. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like any of these cards are crazy, but they also shouldn't go this late. Let's get that Kingpin. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 artifacts. Ooh, ouch. Sucks to pass Bristling Hydra and Long Tusk Cub and Hunt the Weak. Wow, there's some great green cards in this pack. Ugh, I guess I'm taking Glimmer of Genius. I'm not particularly happy with this pick. It's very medium. Don't think I want Thriving Turtle. I have some energy, but I still don't think that's a reason to have Turtle. Much rather have like a Rats or... even Rats isn't good. Die Young would be nice. Captured by the Consulate would be great. I think we just take Glimmer of Genius. Don't think I play the second Malfunction. We do have another Shrewd Negotiation. Definitely gives me some reasons to have, like, even these Fire Forgers and Woodweavers Puzzle Knots in the deck. I think I take it. We can do some very, very interesting work with that. We can bounce a lot of things around. Tidy Conclusion and a Fabrication Module. Module's another artifact, and we have a fair bit of energy production. Theorist, Meltdown, 2, 3, maybe not as much as I thought. So 3 ways to get energy, 4-way with a Puzzle Knot, 5 if we play this Puzzle Knot. Can do work on its own. More good green cards. Just as an aside. I guess I'll take the Tidy Conclusion. We should take a couple black cards. And this is a good black removal spell. I don't have a lot of removal. There's our Kingpin. Hello. That's what I wanted to see. We need to make a lot of very interesting cuts. I think I take the Insidious Will out. Probably lose Experimental Aviator. I like the Shrewd Negotiations. We're very heavy on 5s, which is scary. Hopefully the Sky Gates can hold the ground long enough. What else are we taking out here? Maybe a Weld-Fast Monitor. I don't want to cut too many artifacts, but that card's just not doing anything in our deck without red mana. Peafowl, make obsolete, another Self-Assembler. This is a lot of 5s. It's a lot of 5 drops. I want a Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot pretty bad. It's an early card that just draws us gassed later in the game. Helps us get there. Take the Self-Assembler. Another Aether Theorist, and a Glintnest Cane, and a Dund Operative. All of these are fantastic. Ooh, Whirler Virtuoso is pretty cool too. That's a great splash card for us. I don't think that it's worth splashing here though, as much as I like the card. It makes artifacts and it uses all of our extra energy, so it's a sick card if we can splash it, but just no Prophetic Prisms means that it's not happening. Express isn't happening. Fortuitous Find is an okay sideboard card. Another Aether Theorist, but we've got a Metal Spinners, and I'd much rather have the Metal Spinners at this point. We need early artifacts to get the Gear Seekers down earlier, and it just helps us draw into the late game. It's so much more important for us right now. I think I take out the Aether Meltdown. I don't have a lot of ways to use the energy, and I have other removal spells with Essence Extraction, Malfunction, the Double Negotiation, and the Tidy Conclusion. All of that can make up for it. Another Glass Blowers. I don't think I want that. I might take an Aether Trade Winds. Not going to play another Windrake. It's good sideboard anyways if opponent has like a lot of removal or things like Revoke Privilege. We can work with Aether Trade Winds, bounce our creature, return something of theirs. Failed Inspection, another Fortuitous Find. Take the Live Fast. We'll just kind of switch things up, see what we want to play here. Switch up our sideboard cards. Same with this Vidalcan Blademaster pick, because we already have a Woodweavers if we really need it. Now I'll take another Windrake over a second Live Fast. We need to cut 2 cards out of the deck right now. I think one of them might be a Gear Seeker. I have the Self-Assemblers as late game already. And Gear Seeker can come down fairly early in this deck, but I don't know that it's not like an all-in Gear Seeker deck, and I don't know that I want to go that direction. I need one more card to be cut. It should probably be a 5, but I like all of our 5s a lot. They're all very cool cards. Glassblow's Puzzle Knot looks awkward, but with Double Shrewd Negotiation, it's so much better. Works with the Gear Seeker. Another thing to grab with Glint Nest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 artifacts. None of our cards have Fabricate, which is kind of awkward. Could take a Windrake out. Leaves us only 13 cards. 13 creatures, I mean. Glimmer of Genius is mediocre, just because I don't know how locked up the game will be on turn 4 a lot of the time. Tapping out to scry 2, draw 2 is... like, it's a very strong effect, but you have to take a turn off to do it, and that can kill you if your opponent is going very fast. It might just be the Glass Blowers. 8 artifacts. Seems like too few. It seems like too few. Take out the Select for Inspection. Can take out the Shrewd Negotiation, but if I do that, then I kind of don't care about having this Glass Blowers, because then I already have I have 1 Shrewd, and I have enough artifacts to trade. I think besides that, like a Skygate or Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot isn't a bad trade either. Maybe it's okay, though. I mean, I don't really like trading Consulate Skygate all that much. Maybe it's fine. Maybe keeping the Glass Blowers is okay. Cutting a 5 is probably good. I don't want too much late game. Okay, I'm going to go with this. This is a tough build. It's a very interesting deck. I think it's pretty good. We'll see what happens. It's very weird. I mean, it's not what I expected. I wanted to lean heavier on black, and we ended up leaning almost entirely on blue. We're hardly a black deck at all. This definitely is a 10-6. A little awkward with the Inventor's Fair. I could go 9-7, because I want to get Contraband Kingpin early. Yeah, that's better. I was thinking 10-7, but I forgot about the Inventor's Fair. I think I'll take it off of the blue side. I don't have any double blue besides Gear Seeker Serpent, and that's a little bit later in the game. I should have enough on 9 blue sources to be able to get Aether Theorist and Glint Nest Crane down reliably. And I want to have black on turn 2 and 3 as well, just for Contraband and Lawless Broker. Double black even on like turn 4 would be nice for essence extraction, which is going to be tough if we have only 6. Alright, this looks like the deck, and I'll be back for round 1. This is quite the draft. One thing that I do want to start getting to... Oh, really? The only creature in our hand, and they're actually main decking Harsh Scrutiny. This card's really not that good. As in, I don't think I'd ever play this, but... You'd sideboard it against very specific situations, but I don't think I'd ever main deck it. We're getting absolutely destroyed by it here.